Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Silver Springs police were called to a disturbance in the 700 block of Fuller Street Wednesday night shortly before 11 p.m. There, the officer found Kira Shakur Ivory, age 23, in the yard of the residence yelling and acting belligerent. When the officer asked her to calm down, she began to curse and yell again. As he attempted to restrain her, she pulled away and resisted the officer. As he used necessary force, she scratched his wrist. Following her restraint, the officer, as he investigated, found that she had attacked her brother with a knife and bit him as he tried to wrestle the knife from her. Ivory is in Hopkins County Jail awaiting a magistrate's hearing Thursday morning. She's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a felony 2, assault on a public servant, a felony 3, and a misdemeanor charge of resisting arrest. Thursday morning in 8th Judicial District Court, Ashley Glover, age 30, of Sulphur Springs, was sentenced to 2 years in prison for the injury of a child after she pled guilty to the charge. Glover was arrested in August of this year after a child in her care tested positive for drugs during an investigation by Child Protective Services. The offense occurred on July 25, 2016. In 8th Judicial District Court Wednesday afternoon, David Gordon, age 56, was sentenced to 7 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for his third DWI conviction. His third arrest for DWI resulted from an accident in May 2015 that sent a Hopkins County teenager to then Hopkins County Memorial Hospital. Gordon had received felony probation for his 2 previous DWI third convictions, according to the District Attorney's Office. In testimony Wednesday, it was established that Gordon was riding a motorcycle at the intersection of Calvert and Carter Streets on Sunday night, May 30th, 2015, around 8:45 p.m., when his cycle hit one of 3 bicycle riders on the street. 2 of the riders were able to avoid the accident by going to opposite sides of the street. Due to injuries to Gordon, a field sobriety test could not be administered, and a blood draw was necessary to test his blood alcohol level. Gordon's eye was swollen shut, as well as other facial swelling. He refused the test. Silver Springs police officer Eddie Moon then acquired a search warrant for a blood draw that was signed by County Judge Robert Newsom. His blood alcohol level was 0.263, well over the 0.08 level for drunk driving. The second annual Net Bio Cattlemen's Classic and Ribeye Roundup will return to Celebration Plaza in Silver Springs Friday, October 7th. Cook teams will compete for cash prizes, and a free concert begins at 3:30 p.m. Tickets for the event are $25 and includes a steak, baked potato, salad, and dessert. Silver Springs High School Culinary Arts class will prepare the potato salad and dessert, while the steak will be provided from the grills of the contestants. Silver Springs High School Culinary Arts students, seniors Autumn Hammonds, Haley Cruz, Monica Richburn, Arlene Negronis will be working the event.
That's the Cattlemen's Classic. That's probably the biggest event of the year.
And what will you be doing?
We will be making 1,200 baked potatoes, salads, and mini pies.
This sounds like a lot of work.
Yes.
And how much time will this take?
I think she said maybe 3 or 4 days that we're going to start on it early so that whenever we get there, we won't be in a rush like we were last year.
All right. Is this new for you, or is this your second time?
It's my second time.
Okay. Tell us about the first time. What all went into it?
At first, I thought it was going to be like hard and everything, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty fun.
Is this the kind of event that you want to do a lot of work at in the future?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what will your specific duty be in this?
Well, I'll probably be in charge of making the potatoes, helping serve them.
Okay. All right. So everybody has their particular role to play?
I'm making baggies. That's what I'm doing.
We're all working in different tents because there's going to be 4 separate tents set up for us to serve so that everybody gets their food when they want it.
Okay, excellent. Will all of this be prepared off-site?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. And then you'll bring it and keep it warm and serve the people there.
Serve hot potatoes.
All right, that sounds good. Tickets are available at Texas Heritage National Bank, Alliance Bank, City National Bank, Brookshire's, J. Hodge Chevrolet, and Potts Feed in Quitman.
It is the season for Terrific Tuesday funding. Terrific Tuesday is just that, terrific for any senior citizen with any form of memory loss. There's also a support group for caregivers of persons with memory loss, and they meet on the fourth Tuesday of each month with Chris Beach, a licensed social worker. They also meet at First United Methodist Church in their fellowship hall. So now let's find out more about Terrific Tuesdays, which is held weekly. Here's Karen Weatherman, Joyce McDonald, and Patsy Cowan.
It's a day respite program that caters to individual families who have a loved one that's suffering from any form of memory loss.
Okay.
Fancy name for that's dementia, but any form of memory loss, whether it be Parkinson's or stroke or just aging. But the Walk to Remember is the once-a-year fundraiser that we have to raise funds to keep us going for the following year. And our goal this year is $10,000. That's about what it takes to keep us going for a whole year. Okay. Because we are a nonprofit.
And we have 3 speakers this morning. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Patsy Cowan.
Hi, Patsy. I think I saw you in our footage of the walk on Tuesday.
Yes. I'm Joyce's assistant.
Okay.
And then I'm a member, as y'all can tell.
You're holding one of the prizes there that's going to be given away.
Yes. This is Yellow Rose of Texas.
Okay. She has on a little dress, a little pinafore that has roses in the print.
Yes. And she's
she's beautiful.
She's beautiful, yes.
She's a Raggedy Ann doll. And we're also going to be talking about these prizes, and we're going to be trying to get people to come to these mini walks leading up to the big Walk to Remember, which is what date?
The next walk is, you talking about the mini walk?
The big walk.
The big walk is Thursday, October the 6th.
Okay.
At 6 o'clock at Christus Mother Francis Sulphur Springs Hospital. That's a long thing to say.
In the gardens?
In the gardens.
Just like always?
Mm-hmm, just the same.
So that part hasn't changed, and it's always, so far it's always been wonderful weather, lovely sundown type atmosphere.
Yes.
I want to ask Joyce to tell us some more. You serve a number of people on Tuesdays at Terrific Tuesday.
Yes, we're there from 9 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. We currently have 13 clients. We have space for 3 more.
Okay.
So if you know of anyone who has a family member that's suffering from this terrible malady, please let them know about us. They don't know, and they can come in on any Tuesday. We're there at the United Methodist Church right across the street from the post office. We're there to serve. Like I said, we're currently serving 13, and we do our best to have one-on-one volunteer to client. So we're seating about 26 people at lunchtime. We do provide a nutritious hot meal, thanks to some wonderful volunteers that we have.
You know, for some of those who go there, it's their like club meeting or their play day.
Yes, they don't realize that they're in a day respite program. It's geared to be somewhat of a party. I tell people we sponsor a party every Tuesday for people from 50 to 90 years of age. In fact, some of them are older than 90. And we just have so much fun. Last week we were celebrating Oktoberfest. Most people think Oktoberfest should be in October, but it's actually originated in Germany and was celebrated from the 3rd week of September through October. So we had a lot of fun with that. We had decorations and games and all kinds of stuff for that. And they really enjoyed our walk.
Well, let me ask Pat. They sing, they do games. What else do they do?
We do word puzzles. We play ball. We do exercise. We do chair exercises.
You do crafts?
Yeah, we do crafts. We have some of the nursing homes that come in and will take over that craft and provide the crafts.
You have music?
Yeah, we sing music. We play music. We're going to make hats this next week. Is one of our crafts.
Okay.
We're having a hat day.
Something seasonal too. You kind of keep them remembering what the season is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This next Tuesday is hats off to fall.
Okay.
So we're going to decorate fall. And
the times that I've been down there to visit and have been able to get my mother there, it seems like you're just waiting for them to come in the door and say, "Hey, she's here. Hey, she's here.
Yes.
Come on in, get your seat."
Oh, yes.
It makes them feel very welcomed.
Yes.
And very important.
We do our best to make sure that they are the center of attention the whole time that they're there. That's one of the reasons for the one-on-one. The other reason for one-on-one is to enable them to participate on a higher level.
Okay.
And make them feel like they're a part of something. You know, we are social beings, and one of the last things that we lose is our social character in our lifetimes. And being social people, it's important that they have that social time where they still feel like they're a part of life.
That is very important. Sometimes all of our interests and maybe causes that we've had through life as we continue to age kind of diminish. And so instead of just sitting in the chair, if you have a loved one with memory loss of any kind, consider Terrific Tuesday. What else can you tell about this wonderful program, Karen?
It's much needed, and there's so many more people in town that should be there, could be there, if we just get the word out and let them know it's available to them.
Well, and it isn't a given that we will always have Terrific Tuesday, hence the fundraiser.
That's right. That's why we have the fundraisers, to keep it going.
Okay.
So.
And the way that this is structured, it's sort of a season of fundraisers, is that right? So we have the mini walks, several in a row. We have a whole list of them here through the rest of September.
Yes. Yes.
And then that one in the gardens is what we call the big walk, because it's a main event.
Yeah, it's the main event.
So give us the schedule. Put on your colorful glasses.
Put on my colorful glasses. Sorry, you have to look at these glasses. Okay, like I said, we had the first walk at Terrific Tuesdays on Tuesday, and then today is our next walk. It's at Sulphur Springs Health and Rehab at 10. Next Monday at 10:30 is at Rock Creek. Tuesday is at my Senior Citizen Center during our Fit and Strong class. Wednesday at 10 is at Sunny Springs Nursing and Rehab. Thursday at 10 is at Hopkins Place Assisted Living. And then Friday is at Wesley House, Wesley Oaks at 10 a.m. And all of these nursing homes and facilities, even mine, are competing against each other for the Spirit Award. And whoever raises the most money, each facility gets their name on a perpetual plaque, and they have bragging rights all year. They get to keep that at their facility. So anyway, and a lot of them are doing, like today, Hopkins Place is doing a hot dogs, chili dog, like a little thing to raise money. And there's one other facility, I can't remember whose. I'm sorry, I don't feel very prepared.
Well, I do want to say that in amidst all this, one thing that stands out to me are these, especially on the big walk on October 6th, are these people who are the support group. A lot of times they're young ladies who are in their jobs, help take care of these folks.
Yes.
And you always see them, and they bring so much enthusiasm.
Yes, they sure do.
I know we see some faces over and over.
Over and over. One thing we haven't talked about are these T-shirts.
Let's do.
See our T-shirts. All of us are wearing the T-shirts.
The Walk to Remember.
And I wanted y'all to see the back. We couldn't make these T-shirts possible without all these sponsors.
Okay.
There's a lot of sponsors. So they all pay to get on the shirt. And during the walk, each one of these sponsors are able to put up a table at the walk, so you can stop on your way around in the gardens and see what they have to offer. They usually have goodies to pass out. And
they're sort of like vendor booths, but they're not anything for sale.
Yeah, they're not selling anything. They're just showing you what they have to offer. So
something else I like about the Walk to Remember, which is the main event on October 6th, is that you already have a total, but you probably need a little bit more to put you over the top of the 10,000.
Yes.
And it gets kind of anxious down there to the last minute. Someone
Sure
will come
does.
in with a check.
Sure does.
You don't have a preliminary count right now on your...
We're halfway there.
Okay.
We're halfway there.
So T-shirt sponsors and everything that's come in so far puts you halfway there. You need more contributions.
Yes. Yes.
What can you tell me about that, Joyce?
Well, one of the ways you can contribute is we are having prizes that you can buy tickets for, and our Yellow Rose of Texas is one of those prizes.
Okay.
And you can purchase these tickets at the Senior Center. Just see Karen at the Senior Center. She'll
Like $1?
They're $1 per ticket, or is it 5 for 6?
No,
Six
six
for
for
five.
5.
Great. Okay. And what is this big Avon basket here?
This is another one of our prizes. It was donated by a couple of our Avon ladies. In fact, Patsy and Margie donated this basket for us. We have several other baskets. The first basket is going to be valued at about $97.95, and then the second basket's valued at about $100.95, and then the third basket is valued at $103. Our fourth basket is $300. Each one of these baskets have products in them that have been donated by businesses in the community.
Okay.
And then Rose was donated by one of our caregivers, Bill Ruff.
Okay. She's just a beautiful doll. Well, so 5 people then will be selected for the prizes, but go ahead to the Senior Center to buy those tickets.
We'll have them at some other places too. We're gonna spend some time out.
I'm gonna ask Pat again and call on her again. Just some spontaneous feelings about Terrific Tuesday, the satisfaction or gratification that you get from helping out there.
I absolutely love it. Whenever you go to volunteering, well, when you know that you're called to an area, then it's like, some people are called to work with kids, and some people are called in their life to work with older people. I've always been called to work with elderly, and I love it. I just love the program, and I enjoy decorating. I enjoy going every Tuesday. It's just that love, and being there and enjoying their company. They give so much more back to you than you ever give to them. The hugs, the love, the thank you. We harass each other when we're there. We play. It's just a very, Joyce takes the brunt of all of it. we give her a hard time when we're there, but it's all in fun. It's all in love. It's all in, nobody ever really gets angry.
So it was just about time for one more brief comment, Joyce. So this is how you feel about Terrific Tuesdays?
Oh, I would say that although I'm not a volunteer, this is the most gratifying job, aside from raising your own children. This is the most gratifying job you will ever have in your life if you choose to volunteer at Terrific Tuesday. The one thing that I always remember is that when a person first starts coming to Terrific Tuesday, they have that absent look about them in their eyes. And then after they've come, it usually takes about a month. But by the time they've been there for about a month, they come in and you see that light come on, and that is my favorite moment. I just love seeing that spark come back into their eyes.
So they are where they know where they're at.
Yes.
And thank you, Karen, too, for all you're doing. And we'll be coming back onto this subject. There's much to be told between now and the end of September, leading up to October 6th. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Here's Don Julian with sports.
Bulldozers are busy at Lady Cat Softball Park as Phase 1 of a renovation project got underway this week. Dan Fronberger is the School District Director of Maintenance. KSST and Channel 18 TV producer Doug Haston talked with him about the project.
We're trying to fix some drainage issues at softball. We're bringing in 50 to 60 loads of dirt. We're just building it up. We had to take the fence down to get the grade right. We'll be putting the fence back up, and then we're fixing where the water's coming in from the south as it goes to the north across the field, putting in some French drains, and we're going to put a mow strip in around it to try to stop any of the water from getting on the field.
Okay, the dugouts have been torn down. Obviously, you're going to rebuild those.
The dugouts were cracked and falling down, so yeah, we're just going to be putting up new brick where those were.
Are you expanding the field any?
The field with the grade as it gets out just past the topography that we already had, maybe 5 foot further.
Okay, because I see them doing a lot of dirt work out where the parking lot used to be.
If the parking lot you're referring to is the pasture, yes. But we had to take the fence down to get out past those areas.
Okay, and is that all you're going to do? We're going to be able to play on this come February?
This is the first week of a 3-week project, so we'll have sod back on it in 2 more weeks. And it will be ready to play on in January. It'll have new irrigation sprinkler systems throughout and new drains throughout the field that we have, but the field actually is coming up nearly 12 inches at home plate and sloping back to the outfields.
So you're raising the whole field a foot?
No, just at home plate. It gradually decreases as you get out towards the fence.
Okay. I'm sure you told me how much dirt you're bringing in?
50 to 60 loads.
Lady Cat softball coach David Carrillo is excited, and I talked with him.
It was time, it's time for a new era, I guess, and, it's sad to see that old field go, but it's good and exciting to see the changes that are being done out there and the changes that are being taken place for the years to come because, like I said, great field, great memories, the drainage was becoming a big issue and them going out there fixing it and actually remodeling the whole thing is a big blessing for our kids in our program.
I'd really like to see it raised up a little bit where it's not kind of the gathering point for all the water over in that part.
Yes, and I know it's in very competent hands, so I'm not worried about that. I know it's going to be done, and I know it's going to be done right. And like I said, the kids are excited. I'm excited, and it's like I said, it's sad to see it go, but it was time, and great memories, and we hope to make great new memories, with the remodel and the renovations of the new field.
This remodeling, it really will take on a completely, I guess they'll try to maintain kind of the same look, but it will be completely new.
Yes, I mean the same look, basically the same dimensions of the field, like from the outfield to home plate. Just like I said, trying to make everything better. And it's good for our kids. The girls deserve it. They've had some really great runs the last few years, and that way before even I got here. So, it's a blessing to them, and of course the parents and all those involved. It's a good thing for all of us.
There may be some old baseball stands that will be moving in.
Yes, I think this is phase 1 of, I believe, 2 phases, I think, that I was told. So, the following year they'll bring in the stands and the lighting will be changed a little bit. And, the concession stand area will be dealt with on phase 2. But for phase 1, basically the field, the dugouts, and, the drainage issues are supposedly going to be fixed. So, again, it's an exciting time. It's difficult to kind of find a place to go practice right now, but hey, it's okay. We're in off season and we're conditioning and doing strength stuff, so it's okay. And our girls understand it's just part of it. But hopefully, it'll be ready to go by February.
Yeah, you've got a tournament, the Sulphur Springs tournament.
Yes,
mid-February.
February 16th. I talked to Coach Owens. I said that's the target date, and so everybody feels pretty confident that it's going to be ready way in time. And like I said, I feel like it is. So we'll just pray for some accelerated grace and get that thing going, and we'll be ready to play by spring of 2017.
Look for a really good showplace for that softball.
Yes, I'm excited. I told you, the girls are excited. New memories. We're ready to break that thing in. Let's go. You're always nervous when you get something new, like our uniforms. I was kind of thinking we better win in these things, and they won. So we're gonna get a new field, and we're gonna plan on winning on there too. So again, it's an exciting time. Kids deserve it, and we're very blessed.
You may not have to buy any softballs for a while.
No. Actually, that's what I was telling you earlier. So many softballs, they would hand them over when there was a foul ball, and they would slip out of people's hand and go through the cinder blocks, and that was about 25 in the wall. So, that was pretty neat. And they were actually in pretty good shape. I put them in my car. I'm going to use them. And then also, I was telling stories about squirrels being up in there. There's all kinds of animals that probably live in those things. So, but again, those are the neat stories, the funny things that you remember, and the good memories you have of the park, as well as all the wins that they had and all the kids that have come through there. So it's been a great ride, and like I said, it was just time, and we're excited about the new renovations being done.
For the 3rd time in 5 games, the Wildcats football team will be facing a team with a new head coach Friday at Pine Tree. The Pirates' new coach is Kerry Lane. He's been on the job for about 2 months. Coach Lane is replacing David Collins, who is now the head football coach at Richardson Pierce. Coach Lane comes from Gilmer. He was there for 4 years as the passing game coordinator and wide receivers coach for the Buckeyes. Before Gilmer, Coach Lane was offensive coordinator at ARP and was an assistant at Gladewater and Wascom. Coach Lane is a graduate of Union Grove and Stephen F. Austin University. His Pine Tree team is 0-4 so far against fairly stiff opposition. They've played Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Kilgore, and Henderson. Friday's game against the Wildcats at Pine Tree is the district opener for both teams. The Wildcats will be coming in 1-3. Coach Lane says his team has done a great job of adjusting to lots of changes on offense, defense, and to the coaching staff. Among their team leaders are senior linebacker and running back Schaefer Russell and running back Malik Owens. Well, it's been a tough week for the Cumbie Trojans football team and actually for all Cumbie students. Last Sunday, a Cumbie student was killed in a car wreck. Football coach Tom Dracos says it's been a sober week at Cumbie. He added the team has done a great job coming to the field house, blocking the tragedy out, and focusing on getting ready for a football game this Friday. The Trojans have opened this football season with a 4-0 record. They defeated Trenton 44-0 last Friday at home. This Friday, they'll be traveling to Honey Grove. Honey Grove has a 1-3 record. Coach Dracos expects a great atmosphere for football Friday night. He said Honey Grove will be a good test for his high-flying Trojans. Coach Dracos said Honey Grove is big and physical, and he added that they run the ball well. The Trojans' start is somewhat surprising considering they were 1-9 last year, but they did return 10 offensive and 9 defensive starters off that team.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.